Hello everyone. Tonight we're going to do another boxcar video. The only reason why is because I thought people knew what these were. Apparently you guys do not. So we will get into that. What prompted this was when I did my Bill B's Holiday Boxcar Challenge for 2024. Someone who I talked to a lot in the comments a lot, Leo from Leo's Layout in Saginaw, Michigan. He is a guy who I've asked in the past about 90s and early 2000s stuff. And he made a comment on my entry for the Boxcar Challenge, and I said, yeah, I figured you would know what the PRB boxcars were. And he's like, what? Said he had never heard of these before. So here we go. So these are made by a company called Pecos River Brass. They were just advertised as Pecos River. Pecos River Brass was the parent company to it. So these guys were 99 to the early 2000s. Pecos River Brass goes back much further than that, well into the 80s. They made brass locomotives, 2-rail scale, a lot of HO stuff, and they also branched out into brass 3-rail locomotives, and I will show you a picture of that here shortly. But anywho, so I figured I'd just show these off. Okay, these, like I said, these are Pecos River Brass. This is the first one here, this Santa Fe, and this is, well, this came out in 99, but this is an absolutely striking paint scheme. This was Santa Fe's express service, so, you know, like Overnight or Pacemaker or whatever, this was their version. This color is Pullman green and gold. If you are a Santa Fe fan, you need to have one of these. Another question posed, how often have you ever seen one of these? I don't think anyone else has ever done this in O gauge. So, very nice. Like I said, that was the first edition. This was 99. Here's a Southern Pacific version. And I think these are 50-foot AAR double-door boxcars. But look at the detail on these guys. Separate ladders, separate walkways, separate grabs, brake wheel. You got the chain detail in there reaching all the way down. Brakeman's platform. You can see there's grabs on the roof rack, or the roof walkway actually there. See those? Those are separate. Come on. There you go. Overall, just really good detail. And they really nailed the New York Central one. So, I had to show that guy off. So, anyway here, let's flip one over. Die-cast trucks, die-cast couplers. Very robust, very nice. When these originally came out, the one gripe people were saying, the grab irons are too big. Well, we'll go into some of the other companies' offerings from this era here in a minute. But anyway, you got real springs in your trucks there, although they don't do the spring and springing. ABS plastic. You got some separately applied details on the bottom. Metal frame. Thank God they put that big Made in China sticker on it. That makes life better. But if you look in there, you got separate brake shoe detail that was applied to the trucks, which I thought was kind of neat. So, not too bad, not too bad. Never had a coupling issue with these, obviously. Very heavy-duty design. In the later years, well, these were only out for a few years, but these weren't selling real well. So one of their things they started saying in their ads were, these came out of the same factory as Atlas, which to me is an odd strategy, but whatever. All those ladders are separate too, as you can see. But if you look at an Atlas car from this era, not like a modern one, but one from, you know, one that would have been like a Steam era classic or whatever, trucks and couplers are exactly the same. Trust me on that. But anyway, to get further down the nerd hole, here's an original box. What a good slogan. The quality you expect, the accuracy you deserve. So they had a little preview of what was coming out. So that AAR double door box with end doors. I have seen those. Pretty rare, don't come up much. Those end doors function. There is the end of your box saying what it is. Obviously high rail and then the part number. Pretty cool. And then on the back here, kind of give you your features. I'll go slow enough so you can read. There's your parent company. And they are no longer in business. I have a feeling they went out after they ventured into the 3-rail market, which kind of sucks. But anyway, let's get the box out of the way here. I'll show you how much of a nerd I am. So here's an original ad for these guys. I have all 4 of these. These are those Santa Fe map series listing all of the different passenger trains. Those have been in many of my videos. They also made building kits and modular buildings, as you can see there. But their creme de la creme was this Santa Fe Hudson. I saw one of these in person. This thing, one of my local dealers carried it. This thing is badass. This had detail back then. I mean, back then this was better than a 3-rail or a 3rd rail, I should say, back in the day. I mean, this thing was awesome. You don't see them too much. That place with the Z had one not that long ago. They didn't know what the hell it was. They sold it for way too cheap, but that's fine. I won't say anything. But pretty neat. It used Daly or Dally Electronics and one of their sound systems. Pretty expensive, as you can see, but, you know, no big deal. That's just what we paid for stuff back in the day. But, anywho, I digress. Back to it here. So let me show you what these guys look like compared to other manufacturers' products from the same time period. So here's an MTH. This, I can't tell you the exact year this came out. This was part of a 6-car like freight set, premier freight set that I bought. So this is 99 to 2001 maybe, somewhere in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm always open to criticism. Doesn't bother me. So you can see it's not terrible, but you know, you got separate ladders, separate brake line or brake wheel, but your grabs are molded in there. Your roof walk is separate, but your grabs are molded in there, as you can see. This one's supposed to be like an end door, as you can see there. They do not open, obviously. Metal floor on the MTH as well. Doors open on all of these that I'm going to show you, just so you know. But I don't remember what the price of this was. You can see the price of what these were brand new right there. $50. Not too bad for the Pecos River. So, we get MTH out of the way. I know it's a different style of boxcar, but it is a scale double-door boxcar, and that's what we're going to use. So here's another Lionel. Nothing separate, all molded in. So this is when, as you can see, there's a prototypical date right there. And there's when Lionel built it, 2002. So these are all the same era. I will tell you, the Lionel rolls the best. It's got the springy trucks. I know that matters to people. It does not to me. Your plastic freight cars do not need suspension. But what makes this thing cool is, and I'm sure you guys remember these, they had the automotive frame loads which to me are just friggin' cool. And you also had the wood decking in the Lionel, so not too bad. We can flip over the Lionel road, and also this is back when Lionel actually made good trucks and couplers. I know people don't like the thumbtack or whatever, but God, these things are heavy duty and they don't come apart. So molded in details on the Lionel, but it's not bad. A lot of people will disagree with me on that, but I think it's fine. Also, this Lionel guy, typical fashion of Lionel from this era. This thing it'll roll forever. I mean, I'm barely touching it and it'll just go. It's one thing Lionel beat everybody on back in this era. Not so much on the new stuff, because believe me, I own some of their new rolling stock. I can push this thing around my whole friggin' layout. Excuse me. But anyway, quick shot underneath the MTH. Probably the least detailed. It does have a metal frame though, so not too bad. So, anywho, main reason I made this video was just a lot of people are talking about price right now and value, this, that, and the other friggin' thing. So these boxcars here, I've seen them on that, and granted, they're probably the most expensive. I've seen them on that place with a Z. Generally, these are 30 to 35 bucks, okay? I don't know if Trains doesn't know what these are, or if no one else knows what they are. That's a hell of a deal, okay? Like I said, this was 50 bucks brand new. That's 20 bucks less than what it was new. That Lionel car sitting right there, I remember buying that. That was 65 bucks, okay? Probably worth more than that now because it says L. So, think about that. That's 5 bucks more than what you pay for a Menards car, okay? These aren't coming apart ever. They are a great size. They are truly scale. Stand by and let me show you. There is a scale Trainmaster. Okay, look how big those are. That's a scale boxcar. So, anyway, sorry I didn't do a video on these earlier. I thought more people knew what these were. Once again, this is probably only something my dumb ass bought, so nobody else probably knows about them. There's a, I've got a total of, let's see, I got these and then another one, two, that's what I got, like 6 of them. No, I got 7 of them. They made them in a bunch more road names than what are here. The end-door boxcars, like they said on the box, they came in UP, SP. The double doors and the single doors came in a lot of eastern roads, other than the New York Central, for those of you who don't want the western stuff here. I've seen them in Baltimore and Ohio, Chesapeake and Ohio, all those guys. One I do not have, I have seen it pop up on trains every now and again, but I always miss it. It's a red Burlington one, so that's one I'm always looking for. But anyway, these are a good bargain. You want to build up your rolling stock. This is a good way to do it. I know mine, I take care of my stuff, so obviously it looks like it's brand new. But most guys from my era generally take care of stuff, so if you find these used, they're probably going to be in pretty good shape. So, once again, another obscure O-gauge manufacturer. Another one that I would recommend. So, if you guys would like to search one of these out and purchase one, trust me, you won't be disappointed. So, anyway, I'll shut up. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.